How to Stop Laziness. How soon, not now, becomes never. Martin Luther. We all have periods of time when we feel less energetic and struggle to find motivation. It is common to feel this way on occasion, but when these moments start becoming more frequent or last for longer periods of time, we might start seeing ourselves differently. Our goals become less important. We find it difficult to feel inspired, and we might start wondering if we are capable. We may even start calling ourselves lazy. A lack of passion for your job, an overwhelming to-do list, and even an underlying medical condition are just some of the things that can interfere with your desire to get things done. We cover all the bases here and tell you how to stop laziness so you can be more productive. How to overcome laziness. How can I stop laziness? The answer may not be as cut and dry as you'd expect. While some people may be more prone to being lazy than others, even highly productive people can find it challenging to get things done sometimes. Here are some tips to help you get rid of laziness and get a grasp on your productivity. Jump out of bed. Research tells us that hitting the snooze button is bad for us. You'd think lying there and enjoying the warmth of the covers would make you more energized later, but the opposite happens. We're actually more tired throughout the day. Instead, jump out of bed and start a consistent morning routine. Your mind will follow the cues of your body is giving it. If you jump out of bed, you must be ready and raring to go. Try placing your alarm clock on the other side of the room so that you have to physically get out of bed to turn it off. This makes pressing the snooze button or falling back asleep much more difficult. Literally jump if you can master it. Get your blood circulating. It may be the last thing you want to do, but if you can make yourself, you'll be all the more alive after. Shut down the escape routes temporarily. Just sitting down at, for example, your computer and trying to do fully focused work for 5 or 20 minutes may not result in any work of importance getting done. Not if you don't remove those things that you usually use to procrastinate. So ask yourself, where do I usually escape to instead of doing my work? For example, for me, it's often my smartphone and checking Reddit, Twitter, or random internet browsing. So I put my phone in silent mode and I put it at the other end of our home when I work. By setting up that small physical obstacle, I avoid the phone trap maybe 90% of the time. Do a small part of what matters most first thing in your day. To feel like you can enjoy your lazy rest time fully and without guilt, it's important to actually get what truly matters in the long run done each week. So start your day with that. But make it easy on yourself by breaking down that task into smaller steps and then focus on just the first one. Get on it right away and get into an effective and focused mindset. By doing so, you set a good tone for your day. You get that quick 5 to 10 minute win in first thing, and you'll be a lot more motivated to keep going on the path during the rest of the day. Instead of starting with busy work like checking emails, this may be vital to do so first thing for some, but for many it's probably not, or checking Facebook, etc., and then 30 minutes later getting started with today's work. Figure out the real issue. Every time you start being lazy, stand back and do a little assessment of what's been really happening. Laziness is generally a symptom and not the problem itself. What's the cause of your lack of motivation? Are you tired, overwhelmed, afraid, hurting, or just plain uninspired and stuck? Most likely, the sticking issue is smaller than you think, and you can get past it more easily than you realize. Whatever it is that's holding you back, do your best to unearth it. In most cases, it'll be one single specific problem or detail. Finding the cause is the only way you can actually address it. Address it like you want it to happen. Once you address it, you can deal with it effectively. Get organized. Having clutter around us, even when it's just visual, can be a huge downer to our motivational skills. Whatever it is that could do for some organization, organize it. Whether it's your desk, your car, your whole house, or your routine, clean her up. There's a lot that's going on in our subconscious that we don't account for. Whether it's an unpleasant color palette or an inadequate amount of light, or lack of balance in some way, shape, or form, somewhere we know about it. Get rid of that tiny but powerful deterrent by getting organized. Use positive instead of negative self-talk. Negative self-talk can derail your efforts to get things done in every aspect of your life. Telling yourself that you're a lazy person is a form of negative self-talk. You can stop your negative internal voice by practicing positive self-talk. Instead of saying, "There's no way I can get this done," say, "I'll give it my all to make it happen." Create a plan of action. Planning how you will get something done can make it easier to get there. Be realistic about how much time, effort, and other factors are needed to meet your goal, and create an action plan. Having a plan will provide direction and confidence that can help even if you hit a hurdle along the way. Use your strengths. Take a moment to think about what your strengths are when setting goals or gearing up to tackle a task. Try to apply them to different aspects of a task to help you get things done. Research has shown that focusing on strength increases productivity, positive feelings, and engagement in work. Avoid distraction. We all have our favorite distractions we turn to when we're just not feeling like doing a task, whether it's scrolling through social media or playing with a pet. Find ways to make your distractions less accessible. This can mean finding a quiet place to work, like the library or an empty room, or using an app to block sites that you scroll mindlessly when you should be on a task. Make tedious tasks fun. We tend to avoid jobs that we find boring or tedious. Chores like cleaning the gutters or bathroom will never be loads of fun, but you can make them more enjoyable. Try listening to music or a podcast, or put on your fitness tracker to see how many calories you burn or steps you get while performing these tasks. Reward yourself. Getting a job done is a reward in itself, but some people are driven by external rewards. Focus on what you'll gain from getting something done, like getting closer to a promotion, or reward yourself for a job well done. Celebrate the end of a big project with a night out, or invite friends over for drinks after a day of cleaning. Truly appreciate and enjoy your lazy time. Time spent on just lazing around helps me to relax and recharge, and it makes me happy. But if we do it too much, then it does become less healthy for us. Starts to frustrate yourself because we are not moving around towards what we want. Creates stress instead of relaxing me because we are not getting what's important done, and that could have negative consequences quite soon. Still, at a moderate amount, spending some time on being lazy is truly beneficial for us. And we found that when you think a little about how you want to spend your lazy time, no matter if it's a 10-minute break or a lazy Sunday, and use that time on something you really enjoy, like reading a book you love, rather than aimlessly watching TV shows you're just okay with, then that time does not only bring more happiness and fulfillment. We've also learned that when I spend my lazy time in this more conscious way, I'm more motivated and energized to go back to work again later on. So we have to make sure to appreciate and fully enjoy the lazy time we have and create for yourself, because we know that it will benefit me in several important ways. Before leaving, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.